Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. The path I've gone in Toastmasters. I started in Toastmasters 15 years ago. Last time I was here, I told y'all about what got me through the door. It actually took me 3 tries to get through the door and join my first meeting. Once I came into my first club, my life changed forever. I joined a club called Sunrisers in Tucson, Arizona. And it was a huge club. There were 40 members there. In order to get on the speaking roster, you had to schedule 6 to 8 weeks in advance. I thought, there's no way I'm going to get this CTM done in any reasonable amount of time. But I did. I got it done in less than a year because I always had a speech ready to go in my pocket. Sunrisers, though, was a very, very dynamic club. And it gave me a taste, a hunger, if you will, for Toastmasters. You see, I came to Toastmasters because I wanted to speak better in front of a group. I didn't realize what Toastmasters was really going to give me. What Toastmasters gave me is a more effective means of communication. Not only did I speak better, but I learned to listen better. Through the evaluation process, through the impromptu speaking exercise of table topics, my communication skills just grew and grew and grew. I started Toastmasters about the same time that I started a brand new career in sales. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I don't think I would still be in this career today if it hadn't been for Toastmasters. I stayed in that club for many, many years, and when I first started, I was assigned a mentor. It was customary probably to hold on to a mentor for the first few speeches. I held on to my mentor for years. And I'm glad that I did, because he started me, even before I finished the CTM, he started me on the path to Distinguished Toastmaster. And I've been working on Distinguished Toastmaster for 15 years. That's actually the path that took me to being an area governor. Had it not been the requirement to be an area governor or a district officer to become a DTM, I would not have stepped up and volunteered. I just didn't think I had the turpitude. Now, 2 years ago, I uprooted my family and I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico from Tucson. I felt like an orphan. I used to go to TLRAs and I would go to speech contests and I would go visit other clubs, and I knew everybody. When I came here, I felt like a stranger. I poured myself into it, and I got to know people a little bit at a time. I don't feel like a stranger any longer. There's still a lot of people I don't know, but that means there's a lot of opportunity, isn't there? Before I left Tucson, I finally got my wife involved in Toastmasters. There's a beautiful club in Tucson called Tucson Twosomes. And it's a couples-only club, where one half of the couple is a strong Toastmaster. I fit that bill. And the other half of the couple is kind of reluctant and really doesn't want to be there. But, okay, I'll go, there's food and it's a party. And that was Tucson Twosomes. It was a beautiful club. And my wife was just starting to come out of her shell when we moved. And I haven't been able to re-involve her in Toastmasters since. Since I came to New Mexico, to Albuquerque, I joined a club called Midday Madness. And it's an unusual club. It's very, very challenging. And there's a very good club culture, a very good mentoring process. I fit in fairly well. But then I became area governor. And now as area governor, and I went reluctantly, I'll tell you. But as area governor, I'm responsible for supporting, for helping, for guiding 4 clubs in my district. And the 4 clubs I help are, this one is one, the Sandia Lite Roastmasters, right? High Vibrations, which is a club that's actually looks like they're going to make Distinguished this year. Wow! For the first time in a long time. Midday Madness, my own club, and the Gift of Gab, which is a closed club at the Gab corporate headquarters. You know, it's amazing how different these clubs are. I mean, here, Sandia Lite, here at the Albuquerque Press Club, it's the only time I've ever seen a Toastmasters club where you take a break in the middle of the meeting to go get a beer. I like this club.
That's why I do.
High Vibrations has a flavor all of its own, and now it's moved recently to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. They're the corporate sponsor of that club. In fact, they pay the dues for all of their people to be in Toastmasters. And right along with that Big Brothers and Big Sisters, adopting that club, the old members of the club came right along with it. And it's been a beautiful thing. Gift of Gap, they've had their challenges this year because Gap has backed off a little bit on their personnel. They've cut back a little bit. So they're having challenges in their club as well, but they're still thriving and doing very well. Even Midday Madness is having difficulty in membership for the first time in a long time. So that brings to my mind what we can do about membership. I think membership in a Toastmasters club is very common right now during this time, during this economical period that we're in. I think people, they're holding on to the money that they would be paying their dues with. Some people are doing extra work. Some people are working overtime if they can. Some people are having a second job and don't have time for something like Toastmasters. So I think the old things still work best. Asking people that you run into on a one-to-one basis, have you heard about Toastmasters? Wait till they tell you what they've heard. Oh, what do you do? Sit around making toasts? Well, only at Sandia Lite. But one-on-one recruiting works best. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a sales process. That's what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
Okay. Before I get into a rant on sales methods, I'm going to go ahead and close because sales is something that's near and dear to my heart. Please don't ever hesitate to take an opportunity to introduce someone new to Toastmasters. People that you work with, people you see at church, people you see in your business. I suppose there's some reluctance there about mentioning, hey, I'm in Toastmasters, would you like to come visit a meeting? But you know, I have never offended anybody by asking. And ironically, it's always opened up a dialogue about what Toastmasters is. And even if they haven't come to visit my club, 90% of the people I've asked about Toastmasters have visited a club. 90%. 9 out of 10 have visited a club. So the more people you ask, the more people you talk with about Toastmasters, the larger our organization grows. I can't encourage you strongly enough to share this opportunity with other people because it is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity that provides success and confidence and self-esteem to people who need it the most.